Oh, right. Third time's the charm. Had a little bit of issues. Hopefully that's the last time that'll happen. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Southern Podcast Race Network. We're here for the Relentless Racing League Arca Series presented by AWG. Sorry about those crashes that we just had. I don't know what happened. Um, but yeah, we are here. Hello, everybody. Got Arca Racing at Indianapolis at the road course today. And yeah, it should be an interesting race. I think Dobbs, Miller, they're probably going to be the best today. We'll see what'll happen. The track's very hot. It's over 100 degrees, actually over 110 degrees tonight. So, tires they're going to be rough tonight. It's going to be really really difficult to kind of get to where you want to be in terms of. I don't know how you say. In terms of tires, tires are just going to be fired up tonight, so it's going to be pretty difficult to hang on to the tires tonight. We're just managing something in the background real quick. We'll see if we can get an interview with somebody. Who do we interview? Let's interview. I don't know. Who do we interview? We'll leave it for now. Alright, problem one almost solved. Alright, we got our problem solved. Bobby's not going to be racing tonight, by the way. He's just, having a good old time practicing. Well, while we wait for practice to end, let's take a moment to hear from our sponsors.
Oh, say.
John Delmatter going to be the guy of choice today. To watch while he qualifies. Good lap's probably going to be around somewhere in the 33s. No one hit it besides Bobby, but see if anyone has enough to get it. We're right on board with Delmatter. Let's see what he's got to see for today. Alright, so down into turn 1 we go. Got to brake pretty early. Get a really high speed up on this front straightaway. Brake in between about the 700 and 600 board, and he spun. Alright, we'll watch Parkhurst instead. Brakes at the 700 board. And easy, don't really want to hit too much of the curb here, because it'll launch you. Now, get the tires on that curb, don't spin them. And then try to flow yourself out to the left so you can come in and clip this curb so you can get a nice straight shot onto the back straightaway. It is a kind of silly chicane. Back straightaway. Just cranking it, trying to get any space you can. Back to the right now. Gonna be on the back on the track for only a second. They're gonna come up and immediately get on the brakes. Back to the right. And now back to the left. Miller has the fastest lap so far, 35.1, but that is very beatable. E-Step will beat it. Still a very beatable time. Parkhurst, 34.6. How about that? Yeah, he could definitely probably do a little bit better. Dobbs puts down a 34.2. And there goes Parkhurst. Take a look at Dobbs here. Dobbs the fastest driver so far by a decent margin. Rips it all the way to the wall. Comes back down to hit the last infield section. And off the final corner, Dobbs will take the checkered flag in his qualifying. And does improve. All right. Well, with that being said, if you guys are still qualifying, so we're gonna take the opportunity to do the national anthem, and we'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming,
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. Qualifying just about over with Alan Dobbs whooped the field, and it may be a one-man show tonight. Well, we'll take a moment to talk about Pritt's strategy. If you can, you might be able to save and make it a one-stop race. Running hard is obviously going to make you have to take two pit stops. If you do, I mean, your best bet would probably be something like around like 14:28. If you're trying to make it all the way, you're probably pitting at the end of 20. So just waiting on them to grid. We'll be going from Indianapolis. Next week, make sure you all check in. Road course week will be done at the end of the week. We should be almost done with practice. There we go. All right, time to get a move on. 40 laps, about an hour of racing. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Give them all a second to get up on in there. All right, here we go. Alan Dobbs going to lead him off in first with Mark Parkhurst to his inside. He's going to be in second. Going to be John Delmeyer. How about that? Third place for him. And Nathan Estep going to start fourth. William Peters is going to be fifth with Justin Miller, sixth. Angel Santiago and Joe Nalbeck, seventh and eighth. Tom Golker, ninth, and Brian Marshall, 10th. Robert Tripp, 11th, and Jacob Treat, 12th. Mike Connolly, 13th in Kyle Trim, 14th CJ Pixton, 15th in Cole Reese, 16th. Larry Connolly, 17th in Chris Pixton, 18th. Bobby Rafferty, don't think he's gritting tonight. He'll be 19th. Greg Rogers, don't think he's gritting as well. He'll be 20th. Zach Bucher, going to be 21st. Chad Wiggins, 22nd. Tyler Berry, 23rd. Shane O'Neill, 24th. Stephen McComas, 25th. Brandon Griffiths, 26th. Stephen Chappell, 27th. Thayer Wilkerson, 28th. 29th. Aiden Wigfield. And 30th. Leonardo Leandro Bonini. All right, short pace lap. We'll be getting to green momentarily. It's a long pit road, so you do lose a lot of time on it. So would not be surprised if someone is going to try to at least make it on one stop. It's plausible that you could. But, you know, we don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. SDK scoring's all messed up, so just ignore it for a second. It'll fix itself in a moment. Hope that's not iRacing scoring, otherwise that means our lobby is going to be glitched. That would be a bad thing to happen. Alright, here they come. Out onto the big track and down in the infield for one more time. Pace car driver, easy day today. It's the only time he'll be out. He's gonna head down pit lane. You enter really early. Try not to speed when you get in the pit lane. Alan Dobbs gonna lead them down to the line. Here they come to the front straightaway. You're gonna have to wait a minute. Takes just a second to get to the yard of bricks.
Green flag, green flag.
There we go. Green, green, green. Into the braking zone, everyone looks pretty chilled out. Hey, everybody made it through. Oh no, someone wrecked. Let's see what happened. Looked like it was in the back of the back. Tyler Berry. Ooh. Yeah, it could have been worse. Looks like everyone made it through okay, though, on that first lap. SDK still messed up, by the way. Still is scoring Dobbs in 10th, even though he is clearly the leader. Hopefully that's not the case in-game, because if that's the case in-game, we have an issue. Give it a second to correct itself. We may have to restart it. So far, lap 1, Alan Dobbs. Out to a good restart. Everyone getting spread out really, really quickly. One car goes off. That's the 4th place car. I believe that was Miller Delmater. Side by side, coming out back onto the big track. And Delmater getting loose a bit. Ooh, big loose. Just barely gets into the 86 score. '86 goes wide, and John will take the place back. And we're going to restart SDK really fast because it is completely wrong. So just give us 10 seconds, guys. We'll try to fix that for you. Yeah, at least it's getting the order right. I mean, Pixon's not in the lead, but man, at least the order's right now, it looks like, at least. One car in the rear has crashed. It's 86 again. Coming in the corner. Ooh, too early on the downshift, and Del Mater. Ooh, he got him pretty good there. He got him pretty good. Challenge for the lead. Here comes Parkhurst. Everything is correct now. Good. Parkhurst really seems like he's having trouble on the curbs. It doesn't seem like it's really doing him a lot of favors. He seemed to be struggling with that even in practice. It just seems Allen's way better over the curbs than Parkhurst is. Already 10 seconds to 5th place. It's I think it's going to be a day that will reward you as long as you drive carefully. Probably won't win the race, but you'll get some good points. One of the lower field sizes this season, only about 30 cars, but it's called road course fever. It happens. Nathan Eastep may be able to get Justin Miller on the bottom coming into the end of the straightaway. Miller looks like he went on the brakes quite a bit early compared to Miller. Car ahead already. He's going to try once again. Miller gonna get the good run. Ooh. And STK just crashed. Why do you do these things, STK? Why do you do these things? Gonna restart it again, and hopefully that'll be the last time. That has to be done. Ay, ay. One guy that's making good moves, Chad Wiggins, up 12 spots already. Granted, did have to deal with a couple He got a few free spots, I guess you could say. Zach Bucher up 9. Stephen Chappell up 13 spots. Not doing too bad. Not bad at all. Got Chris Pixton crashing. Ooh. Got in the grass a bit and round he goes. Now, Brandon Griffiths has crashed. Ooh, he's cooked it a little too hard in the grass, sliding, and nearly takes the 10 out. Put on board, see what it's like to chase. I'm on board with Nathan Eastup for a lap. You can hear how ginger he is on the throttle. I mean, he's being real careful. He does not want to spin out that car. Here's a good view of what 40-second lead looks like. Ay, ay. Even Joel Nallback in 7th. I mean, look how far away he is. Just getting onto the back straightaway, but you know, good run for Nallback so far in 7th place, hanging between Marshall and Volker. Everyone fighting their battles a bit. Ooh, 2 cars involved in a wreck. Now, a lot of guys are overshooting the turn 1. Turn 1 can be a difficult corner. I mean, that's the fastest corner on the track. Gotta make sure you keep an eye on your markers, otherwise it's not gonna end well for you. 1 car goes off. It's Jacob Treat. 2 down so far today. Estep might have a chance on Miller this time by. He was side by side with him for just a moment. he gets run by about half a second on that straightaway. Any exciting battles that you guys know of? Because I can't find any. Now we got one guy in the chat stream. Yeah, we're just, it's a road course race. Yeah. Didn't think the separation would be this bad, though. And Parkhurst is keeping it close, but Dobbs is coming up on some lap traffic now, so may have a chance to get interesting. Hopefully they'll move out of the way. No real point fighting when you're a lap down, within 10 laps, and no cautions are going to ever come out, so. Well, Parkhurst is going to have a chance to run Dobbs down. 10 of 40 complete on the Southern Broadcast Race Network as we head to our first break. All right. Coming back, appears Robert Tripp has crashed. 17th for Robert right now, so let's see what happened. Overcooks. The back straightaway. So Dobbs has managed to keep Parkhurst away. Coming in the lap 12 of 40 right now. And pit stops. Ooh. Careful there. Pit stops should be happening soon. Tripp already comes down pit road. Assuming the strategy, I would say probably guys are going to start pitting around now, maybe around 13, 14, maybe 15. If you think you can make it, obviously you're going to want to keep it out as long as possible. Question I'm really wondering about is the fall off though. SDK crashed earlier, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. So he has fallen off quite a bit. He's fallen off over 3 seconds. I'd say it'd probably be worth it to short pit if you're able. Probably be the best thing you can do. But, you know, if you're able to make it because, ooh, Parkhurst took that a little bit. Because the time you'll spend down pit road is so long, is you got to keep this in mind too. It's that this pit road, you know, the cone is right there, but that's 40 miles an hour the whole way down the straightaway. It's 20 or 25 miles an hour slower than pit road on the oval. So time loss is mega. If Dobbs is the pit, I would probably assume that he'll pit at the end of this lap. So far, no real takers on pit lane right now. We'll smoke the tires. And everything's fine. Right now, 15 though are on the lead lap. Increased his lead over Parkhurst by 4 seconds. Let's see if he'll come in this time. He's out there. Looks like Gulker and Nullback are having some fun. The Orc breaking Mirage cars. They're over 40 seconds down though, so. Even with that being the case though, they're still hanging in 10th and 11th, so still doing rather good. And it looks like they're trying to work on catching Angel Santiago. Ooh, a little bit of a wall tap there for Nullback. Looks like he may have downshifted a little early. Gets around, looks like the Conley machine. Ooh, he's getting loose. Good save. Good save. Still, though, no real takers. Down pit road, which is interesting to see. I don't think that they could make it, could they? Let's see if we can talk to somebody. Hey, you got a moment there, Greg? Hey, Greg, you got a moment? Greg is asleep at the crew chief box. We'll grab Coons instead. Alan, you asleep at the pit box too?
No, I ain't asleep at the pit box. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Greg is. All right, so looking at the strategy here, it looked like at the start of the race that you'd probably be able to go probably about 19 laps on a tank of fuel. Does it still look like that, or do you think you'll be able to one-stop this race?
I don't know if you're gonna be able to. I mean, it's looking like it's right there borderline to do it. I'm trying to tell my guys to stretch it as far as they can here.
Well, I mean, obviously the goal would be coming in at the end of
Lap 19
20.
or
20.
end of lap 20, somewhere in there.
Well, yeah,
Would
if you
be
get it at
the
the end of lap 20,
perfect
you split it
scenario.
perfectly.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, right now it's a one-man show right now, so I mean, it's not like anyone's really fighting for the win.
No,
But
old Dobbs, he's gonna have to make a big mistake at this point, and even Mark's doing really good up there too.
yeah, right
But
now, I mean,
if
Brian
either
Marshall's
one of
in.
them guys make a mistake, Justin's gonna be able to capitalize.
Yeah,
So
Justin's in a good position in third. Delmater is in fifth. Marshall's in seventh. So, Highside having a good day though. Two guys in the top five.
yeah, no, they did a lot of practice this week to get ready for this race. So it's good to see it paying off a little bit here for them.
Yeah, tough track though. It's pretty hot. I'm hearing.
Oh yeah, it's what is the track temp? 129 right now.
Oh dear lord. Yeah, and the pace has fallen off quite considerably too.
Yeah, it looks like even the fast guys have lost 3 or 4 seconds off their fastest lap.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. I'll tell you though, good on Zach and Chad. They are cup drivers, but still, they're sixth and seventh, and they started dead last. So
Yeah, Zach's a pretty good road racer, and Chad, he always tries to keep her as clean as possible, which is a great strategy here of the road courses.
yeah. Well, we'll see. I mean, Bucher, realistically, he's not going to catch. Joe Nalbeck crashed. Yeah, realistically, he's not going to catch Dobbs, but he might be able to reel in another guy or two.
Oh yeah, I think he could probably get up there close to a podium if he keeps her clean.
A lot of guys seem to be having trouble with the front stretch and the back stretch. It just seems very easy to overrun the corner.
Yeah, I did some practice with these guys. These cars don't like to stop. There, it was a handful.
Santiago had a big dive bomb, got nothing out of it, and Tom Volker nearly got around him. But all right, man. Well, good luck, and well,
Yep.
see if you guys
Thank
can
you.
pull out something good.
Yep. Thank you, Joe.
Yep. I'll move you back down.
Okay.
Okay, so we're at 24 laps to go. Best case scenario is that you can pit at the end of 21 to go and split it in half. So it seems like a lot of the guys are just on the edge. Honestly, if I'm parked first right now, if I can't make it, I'm definitely thinking about saving. It's pretty much just, when do they pit? If you have to pit again, I mean, you're going to lose the race. I mean, the pit road's still long that really can't do anything. But I think if I'm in a position where I'm thinking that I can't make it on one stop, probably going to want to pit halfway through the next run and just try to run them down on tires. Going to be 22 to go this time. And he's out there. See what happened here. Ooh, 86 put the 20 around. And he only needs to make it 2 more laps to be safe on fuel, and I really do think that we see a massive dive down the pit lane within the next lap or two. One car down, it is Reese. But I think pit road going to be getting wide open now, and don't speed. It's not as fast as the oval, so be careful. Right on board. Someone took the wrong way. He's still not pitting, so that's going to tell me that Alan Dobbs does have enough to make it. Parkhurst, however, does not have enough to make it, and down pit road he comes. All right, so this is going to be interesting to see how this pit stop will go. Just to see the time loss on pit road. Wondering if he's going to have to come twice. You can see this creeping down pit road, going so slow. And Parkhurst finally makes it to his pit after about 41 seconds on pit lane. So it's going to be over a minute lost in the pits. This is why that you want to be able to make it the whole way, because you're just going to be down there for so long. Parkhurst, 14.7 second pit stop, and passes the cone at 66.5 seconds. So massive time loss on pit road. You go pretty quickly down. Ooh, he nearly missed his entrance there. Just don't speed. Do we have any speeders today? No, we do not. How about that? That's nice to see. Dobbs still the leader. E-Step is down 28 seconds. E-Step will come down pit road this time. I think everybody else should be coming down as well. Zach getting a little impatient back there. Chad Wiggins, wow. Gonna be able to stay out another lap. Chad Wiggins will not even take the lead. Alan Dobbs does come out ahead of Parkhurst. I think Parkhurst, yeah, he did take some time out of him. Wiggins, though, yeah, not quite. Not able to get around Dobbs. I think Chad Wiggins will be the last car down pit road. Bucher and Santiago. Down the pits right now. Bucher comes out in 7th. Man, just the time loss is crazy. Lost over 4 seconds in just that one lap. Wilkerson. Sends it around. I think, yeah, Chad Wiggins will come out after Bucher, but before Marshall, most likely. Wiggins still down pit road, but he should beat Marshall out. Chad Wiggins, long stop, 30.7 seconds, so not going to lose a lot of stops, but he's going to fall down 9th. He's going to have better tires, so he should be able to make quick work of Peters and maybe Marshall. Peters under Marshall, takes a spot, and Wiggins will take it right back. All right, time for a little bit of crank it up. Let's here's some of these cars. All right, 16 laps to go. We'll be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. Final commercial break of the day. Back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. We have a pass for second. Got Miller overtaking first. Still a long time to go. Oh. Nearly slammed himself into a car. He's blinking out now. Ain't good. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, Miller managed to run down Parkhurst, and now it's hanging on the second. If anything happens to Dobbs, you know, he'd be in the front, but don't expect anything to happen to Dobbs. He's at a very comfortable lead. This broadcast is brought to you by AWG, Exiled Esports, SimRap, Market, and Talesman. They're here for every relentless way of grace, and happy to have them. Speaking of Exiled, that old Zach Bucher. Tied for the most positions gained on the day. 16. Won at Watkins Glen in the Fun Series. And looks like he's gonna come out with a solid top 5 today. Don't know if they'll DQ the admins or not, but overall it was a good race for Zach and Chad Wiggins too. I mean, they've had quite good races. Fifth and sixth both have gained 16 spots on the day. One other guy that's gained a lot of spots and is the guy that's going to get points if the leaderboard stays the way it is will be Steven Chappell. A lap down, but still has a total of 15 gained on the day. Brandon Griffiths has 11 and Wilkerson has 9. No one else is even close after that. Yeah, Tyler Berry's up 9 too, so. We're getting there. Alan Dobbs, however, he has increased his lead by unbelievable margin. Increased his lead to 26 seconds with 12 laps to go, and he could probably let his dog drive and he'd still win the race. He is pretty much been untouchable all race long. At this point, you know, no matter where you are, you're just clicking off laps at this point. Just want the race to be over. You know you're not going to have a chance to have the caution come out. You can afford to back off a little bit if you're Dobbs. You know, you're going so quick. I mean, no need to pull any risks. Eleven laps to go now. Another shout to John Delmotter, by the way. I haven't really seen a ton of them up there, but in fourth right now. Looking real strong. Car has crashed. Kyle Trim. Ooh. He gave Chad Wiggins a good whack right there. He yeah, it hurt. He got hit pretty bad. Now, Chad Wiggins does have a black flag. Now, I would say if you would slow down, maybe you'll go back to where the 28 is. I'd assume you could have that cleared. What? Miller is out. What? Uh-oh. I think Miller may have dropped packet. No, he's still here. 1 second. We're just gonna see what happened to him real fast. I think he may have dropped. Ooh, yep, he did. He dropped the packets. That's a kick, I'll tell you what. Oh my goodness, that sucks. Well, that's going to put John Delmeyer up into 3rd spot. Got a 15-second buffer one way and a 10-second one the other. Going to be interesting to see if anyone does have to pit, though. Perhaps with a lap or two to go. Across the line with 9 to go for Dobbs. Chad Wiggins has come down pit road. So that's going to put William Peters, who, considering the amount of times I saw him getting an incident at the start, surprised he's running 5th right now. Everyone's pretty much spread out right now, guys. It's a formality at this point. Just the trophy's already been etched at this point. Dobbs is heading home to a comfortable victory. 8 laps to go. I mean, the only thing that's really stopping him at this point is okay. Yeah, I was saying something, and then Jeremy distracted me with his chat. Yeah, just let me know when you're rated so I can in the stream. Yeah, as I was saying, the only thing that can really stop Alan Dobbs at this point is either going to be his internet going out or a lapped car sending him to space. I mean, that's all I can really think of. Even if you mess up, I mean, this track is really forgiving. I mean, there's not really a place on the track that you can really mess up and get into a bad situation unless another car hits you. Though I have not seen a road course domination like this in a while. Four cars on the lead lap. My goodness. Got a little battle here for 5th and 6th. That's going to be Peters and Marshall. Peters having a good day. Even though maybe his car hasn't, still hanging good in 5th place. Boot down pit road. Looked like that he had gotten into a wreck. Now it's starting to blink. And there's a couple guys that are in their own little battles, but hard place to pass too, man. Tough to pass. Santiago in 7th, Golker in 8th. Golker's had a good season, I'll tell you what. That he's been looking good. I'd say he's improved quite a bit from last season. As our lap down, however. Uh-oh, Larry Conley has crashed. Ooh. That's, scary for the leader to see out your front window, but, better that's in front of you than behind you. Wondering if, oh yeah, Kyle Trim got a meatball. 33 didn't, though. Interesting. Uh-oh. Brian Marshall has had an incident. One car hanging off the wall. Yep, too hot. Too hot. Fall back a bit. Here he comes on Griffiths to put him 3 laps down. Wilkerson's had another off. He's 5 laps down. Well, at least the lap cars are being good boys today. Doesn't look like they're causing too much trouble. One car down pit road and TJ Pixton in 24th. Many laps down. Well, I guess the only thing that may be on the mind would be the fact that, maybe some people can't make it on fuel. Now, let's take a look real fast. Let's see. So, I mean, I'd say I'd be slightly worried about. By the way, Bucher's time in scoring is wrong, but I would be slightly worried about Parkhurst at Delmater. Be slightly worried about those guys. Not so much about Peters and Marshall, though. Just for the fact of the matter is that they're a lap down, so it's one last lap that they have to complete. But, they might have to pit. May put them a lap down and may allow Peters and Marshall to steal a spot, perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. It's gonna be close, but hopefully no one runs out. Parkhurst has been sitting in second all day long, and Del Matter's been in the top 5 all day. Peters hanging there too with Marshall. Santiago Golker, he's stepping. Joe Nallback hitting 10th. How about that? Three laps to go. For Alan Dobbs. Del Mater just had an incident, it looks like. Just falling back a bit, but Bucher's still far enough behind where he's not going to be. I don't think Bucher will catch him. Going to make it just a little bit tougher to hang on to third, but. Oh yeah, he really had some sort of incident. Yeah, that car don't look good. Hopefully he doesn't have a meatball. Good. Alright, that's good. Jacob Treat, however, does have a meatball. You can hang on to it, John. You can hang on to it. Just don't ram the lap car. Ooh, man. Two to go at the line for Dobbs. Yeah, Del Mater having a little bit of issues. I don't think Zach's really going to force the issue. Around the lap car of 98. Keeping down low, Del Mater around. Two to go for him. Almost a minute behind Alan Dobbs. What I'm interested to see, though, is does anyone have to come down pit road with 1 lap to go, or does anyone run out of fuel? We'll be seeing the white flag next time by. And Del Mater, he should be able to hold off Bucher. I got confidence in the 96. I think he should be able to do it. Dobbs in the infield right now. Coming to take the white flag. 1 lap to go. Put on a clinic tonight. Takes the white flag with a 40-second gap. Just need to get around a couple more cars, and it will be over. Dobbs has had a tremendous night, pretty much been untouchable. And he's in a sail to easy, dominant win. Looked like maybe wouldn't be this big when the first set of pit stops happened, but after them pit stops, he was on another level. Bucher will drop out of the race due to being admin. He ran a good race today. Managed to get himself into a 4th place spot. So, good on Zach Bucher. Alan Dobbs going to end this race with a 40-second gap. Alan Dobbs, winner at the Brickyard. Good job to Dobbs. Everyone finishes a lap down except for the top 3, Parkhurst and John. There's Parkhurst coming off the corner right now to take 2nd place. Delmater just cruising along for a 3rd place finish. How about that? All right, time to get the interviews. Let's grab Alan Dobbs. Alan, how you doing, bud?
What's up, man?
Well, 41 seconds, the gap at the end. I mean, not much to say. You're untouchable.
Well, it kind of seemed that way, I guess. I don't think it had anything to do with the fact other than I had 0 incident points, didn't make any mistakes, and there were a lot of mistakes made.
I think it had to do with the track. Track, I was told, is very, very hot. Was in the 120s. How was it?
Yeah, 130 right now.
Oh dear. How was it running around the track in that kind of heat? The way these cars handle on road courses with that kind of heat.
Yeah, I mean it was really loose. I spent, there was a lot of corners that to do a fast lap you'd go down the 1st gear for, but I pretty much stayed in lowest 2nd gear the whole time just to try to preserve the back tires. And I think it worked out. I was definitely really a lot better on my tires than I was when I was trying to use 1st gear for speed.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, it was a good run for you. I mean, and there's not much to say. I mean, you completely dominated everyone a lap down except for the top 3. You got the win. You're in the playoffs. I don't think that was really going to be in doubt anyway. What do you got for shout-outs?
Hey, just shout out to Nightfall Graphics, all the guys at North South Racing. Shout out to Exile Esports, Ancient World Gaming. Appreciate those guys for sponsoring the league, and appreciate you for the broadcast, buddy.
Thank you. All right, good job tonight. We'll see you next week. Good job.
All right, thank
you. Mark Parkhurst. Seemed like you kept it close in the 1st half, and then the 2nd half came around and just couldn't hang on, really. Hey, yeah, 2nd place ain't too bad.
I mean, I can't complain for 2nd. Dobbs put a whooping on the field tonight, but I felt pretty good in the 1st half of the race, but once the tires started to go away, it was a little harder to keep it mistake-free and just 1 or 2 let them get away. And I do better when I got somebody right in front of me and I can see what they're doing. When I didn't have that anymore, it was kind of GG's for him. So it was a fun race. There was a little bit of issues out there, but I mean, for the most part, it was a good time.
Seems like a lot of people are just having trouble with the hard braking zones and with the tires being so loose. I mean, did you have any trouble with the tires tonight?
Oh, definitely. After like 5 laps, they just started wearing off, and it was track was so slick.
Oh yeah, the fall off was big.
Yeah.
I mean, overall good race for you. I mean, 2nd place ain't too bad considering everything that went on. And hey, you and Delmater were the only guys else to finish on the lead lap, so I guess that's something to be proud about. So, what do you got for shout outs?
Gotta shout out my teammates first of all. They're they're always trying to help me out, and support me and all that. So big shout out to them. My buddy DJ Trout, who helped me get ready for this race. I feel like I could have been a little better prepared if I got a few more laps in and ran longer runs. But I mean, it is what it is. We still got 2 more road courses and go out here and try to win. My mom, who was always watching, and Cass, who's watching for the first time. Shout out to her as well. So,
All right, well,
you was
hey,
broadcasting as well.
good job tonight. We'll see you next week. Second place, not too bad.
Thank you.
Bye bye. All right, John said that you would do pretty good today, and you did. Third place, top 3 in the start.
Yeah.
Finishes top 3 in the start. How about
That's
it?
my first top 3. I'm really proud of that because I was not expecting to even really finish this race properly. But after qualifying, I had really good confidence going into it. I got real scared there towards the end because I was starting to run out of gas. That's why you saw me going so slow on the last lap. I ran completely out of gas coming out of the last corner.
Yeah, I was worried about you and Parkhurst because you guys pitted a lap earlier before Dobbs. Just tell us about the race. Like, how did it go for you?
All in all, aside from like one incident with one of the lap cars early on, pretty good actually. I had a solid race with Nathan. Was just doing a good job trying to keep up with my teammate till he got disconnected. And I mean, the car itself was handling remarkably good, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, Miller was doing pretty good. Yeah, unfortunate
Yeah.
that he got kicked out from second, but yeah, sometimes that just happens. It sucks.
Yeah, that's just how life be sometimes, unfortunately.
But hey, you got a third out of it. First, third place.
Yep.
So, hey, not bad, not bad. What do you got for shoutouts?
Just thanks to my team for helping me get good people learn. I love this team. They're great. They're the reason why I finished as well as I did tonight.
Well, hopefully we'll see more of that in the future.
Yeah, let's hope.
All right, well, good job tonight. We'll see you next week. Congrats on the top 3.
Thank you.
All right. We will send y'all over to Isaac's stream. He is going to be competing in NIS, is what I've been told by Jeremy. Real quick before we go, here's the final results. It's going to be Dobbs winning. Parkhurst and Dahlmatter, the only cars on the lead lap in the top 3. Peters, Marshall, Santiago, Gulker, Estep, Nullback, and Bucher, even after getting DQ'd because admin stuff. That's just how it goes. Admins get DQ'd. He'll still finish 10th. Conley, Miller, Chappell, Barry, Griffiths, O'Neill, Tripp, Conley, Wilkerson, and Reese. That is the top 20. Jacob Treat, CJ Pixton, Al Trim, Chad Wiggins, Christopher Pixon. And then Aiden Wigfield. And that is the finishing results for tonight. Thank you to AWG, SimRamp Market, Exiled Gaming, and Talesman for sponsoring the series. Yeah, as we heard, he's got a few more road courses left. I believe we're at Nashville Superspeedway next time around. We'll check that real fast. That is correct. So see you guys at Nashville Superspeedway. But we'll be back on Monday. That's going to be the Xfinity Series. The Xfinity Series is also going to be at Nashville Superspeedway. So, hey, it's Jeremy's week because it's one of his favorite tracks. So, going to be Nashville Superspeedway all week next week. Good night, everybody. This is Southern Broadcast Race Network. We're going to go raid Isaac. See you soon.